In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I would do if I was running a windows and doors company. Now, if most windows and doors companies are spending a lot on Google ads, nothing wrong with Google ads if you have a huge budget. As you probably know, Google ads is very expensive. And in this video, I'm going to show you what I would do using meta ads to generate new business and generate higher revenue if you own a windows and doors company. Let's dive in. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to Facebook advertising, a huge advantage is the ability to advertise at a very cheap cost. Buying clicks on Google can get very expensive because there's a lot of competition. And if you're in a highly populated area like downtown Toronto, it's going to be much more expensive than if you're in a small little town like Parry Sound. So when you're running those ads, you might not have the budget, especially if you're a small local business, to be able to compete with the big dogs. What you want to do is leverage Facebook to be able to keep your costs low. You can reach tens of thousands of people at a very minimal budget. You have the opportunity to visually storytell on Meta as well. So you can create a story or a narrative around a crew on site doing an actual window installation. Having that kind of content helps build your credibility with the audience. Also, you can target very specific postal codes or zip codes in a given area. So if you're doing any door knockers or any flyers in specific areas, it's a great opportunity to also target those postal codes with a meta ad. So if people are thinking about getting their new windows installed, they might have a conversation with their spouse when they're lying in bed at 11 o'clock at night about it, in addition to that flyer sitting on their dining room table. So it helps increase the amount of visibility that you get with that target audience. Also, usually when it comes to windows and doors, the sales cycle is much longer. When you're using meta ads, you can retarget people over a longer period of time. Say somebody sees your door knocker for the first time in April. Well, maybe they might not be looking to actually make a decision on buying new windows until the end of summer. So if that's the case, you can stay top of mind with them the entire time and launch a brand new set of ads come August, maybe with some sort of an autumn offer. Now, the best types of ads that work on Meta for windows and doors companies are lead generation ads. These are ads that populate in a Meta feed and allow a user to quickly submit their information. By clicking on that call to action button, they can immediately auto-populate their contact information to be sent directly to your inbox. Now, there's a pro and con to that. The pro, you get a high volume of leads at a low cost. The con is a lot of these leads are just trigger happy people that like to click on content and it's not a quality lead. Now, in this case here, you can always pre-qualify people a little further by asking some more specific questions, maybe about their specific postal code or address, where they have to actually manually put in that information. Anytime they manually have to put in that information, it further qualifies that lead. Carousel ads, another great opportunity to showcase some of the work that you have done. Maybe you have a portfolio of images of projects that you've done. That's a great chance for a user to scroll through a bunch of your projects. This helps increase your credibility, helps increase visibility on your portfolio, and get people to that next stage in the buyer journey. Now, with video ads, you can launch a video ad of a window installation and then retarget people that watch 95% of that video. You can make the assumption that if somebody watches 95% of your window installation video, they're going to be familiar with your brand and it'll increase credibility and hopefully get them to give you a call. Now, when it comes to some of the targeting options you have available, you have the geo-targeting. Like I said, you can target by postal code or zip code or specific intersection if you want, or maybe 1 kilometer around a specific location. You have that ability. You can also target people by interest. So you can target specifically homeowners. You're probably not going to do too many window installs or door installs for an apartment complex. So you can omit those people living in apartments and condos by only going after people that own homes. You can also target people that are in your specific age demographic for your target audience. So you might not want to target first-time home buyers that might not have a tendency to spend a lot on windows, but people between 35 to 65 plus, you can target that audience. Or you can look at people looking at energy efficient homes. These type of people that are looking at energy efficient homes might be in your target audience if you have a specific product that's geared towards that audience. Now, a few common mistakes that a lot of marketers in windows and doors industries make is they target the wrong people. One thing you want to avoid is targeting renters. People that are renting are typically not buying windows and doors. You want to target the landlords, but you don't want to target the renters, right? So ensuring that you're getting those homeowners that actually own a home, you can do via meta ads. Also, don't use stock photography. Everybody makes the mistake of using stock photography. It's not 2015. People are now savvy to what stock photography is. And in our experience, when people use stock photography or ads have stock photography in them, people are scrolling right past them. Don't waste your time. Don't use it. Next, don't make your forms too long. Yes, using forms will pre-qualify a user and a lead, but if you make them too long, your lead cost is going to be way too high. Get the information that you need and get that contact information and call them and follow up with emails. And remember, 98.5% of Facebook users are on mobile devices. So ensuring that the ad looks good on mobile, it's mobile optimized, or if you're sending traffic to a website, make sure the website's mobile optimized, or else you are going to lose users and spend a lot of money and not get the leads that you want. If you're looking to spend money on a meta campaign and not sure where to start, you definitely should be reaching out to myself and my agency, Merged Media, that have run hundreds of these campaigns in the past. Will be more than happy to help you out or answer any questions. Go over to merged.ca. That's merged.ca. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment in the video. If you enjoyed the video, I'd love to get your feedback. Thanks again. See you soon.